everybody. Welcome to this week's Lead Well Book Club. It's been a long day, so I have poured myself a nice glass of wine to cheers to you guys, and thanks for joining the book club. If there is any particular books that you would like me to read and review, or that you've read and you loved and I should read, please do leave them in the comments below or contact me. Okay guys, let's get started. So, the book this week is Think Again. It's by Adam Grant, and basically it encourages us to let go of views that no longer serve us. I don't know how many of you listening have been to a yoga class, but at the end of the class we're all asked to, let go of that which does not serve you. So it's a little bit about that. But the author also pushes for more mental flexibility. So not to be so rigid and fixed about how we think, but to encourage ourselves to rethink. He basically calls most of us, which I think a lot of us are, mental misers. We often prefer the ease of hanging on to old views over the difficulty of grappling with new ones. I think in a lot of cases, I think I'm not biased, but then I am, and I try my best to be as open as possible. But how much do we try? And this book, kind of questions all of that and pushes us to rethink more and not just take things at face value, to be more curious. He also says, when people reflect on what it takes to be mentally fit, the first idea that comes to mind is usually intelligence. The smarter you are, the more complex a problem you can solve, and the faster you can solve them. Intelligence is traditionally viewed as the ability to think and learn. Yet, in a turbulent world, there's another set of cognitive skills that might matter more. The ability to rethink and unlearn. I remember years ago, we did an education awareness campaign with educators, and we called it Unlearn. And there was a lot of resistance at the beginning from management to approve the campaign because it was like unlearn, and that's not the whole idea of learning. And anyway, we pushed the campaign through, and it was a real success. And I just remember being really revitalized by the whole idea of rethinking and unlearning in education, but also in all aspects of life, right? Okay. What else? So this book is full of different kinds of studies where he proves his point, and these are, I have to say, they really do make you stand back and think. And he says that, we get so fixated and stuck to our old habits or assumptions or instincts that we leave very little space for having an open mind. And in order to work, lead, and live differently, we really need to shake things up and allow for greater mental flexibility. I just highlighted a line here as well that I really like, and he basically says, what set great presidents apart was their intellectual curiosity and openness. They read widely and were as eager to learn about developments in biology, philosophy, architecture, and music as in domestic and foreign affairs. And I do think a lot of the great leaders of our time, or even some of the great authors of our time, they really have an interest in so many different aspects of life in this world, and it's not just fixated into one area. It's also why I try sometimes to read not just business books, but sometimes more philosophical books or self-development as well. Okay. The most annoying things people say instead of just rethinking are, that will never work here. That's not what my experience is showing. That's too complicated. Let's not overthink it. That's the way we've always done it. I think that's the way we've always done it is one that I've heard so often, and it almost hurts my ears, but I think we all do that, and we've all said it. Okay. Yeah. This paragraph that I highlighted also took me a little bit by shock. So he basically said, if you felt you knew anything at all, think again. America has no official language. Walt Disney didn't draw Mickey Mouse. It was the work of an animator named Ubi Earps. You can't actually see the Great Wall of China from space, and the average effect of sugar on children's behavior is 0. So that paragraph really did make me sit up a little bit and be like, oh, Aideen, please start asking, more questions, be more curious. Don't just take things always at face value, and be as open as we possibly can. We just always seem to have attachment to certain ideas, and these attachments, are often really preconditioned in us as well. Okay. I'll just leave you with this one. I really like this actually. So it basically says that he himself, Adam, loves when he closes a year by saying, whoa, how stupid was I a year ago? Because if you can't say that at the end of the year, then you really haven't developed or learned that much at all. So I won't spoil it anymore. There's lots of nice little snippets and examples in this book. As you can see, I've bookmarked lots and lots and lots of it. He also gives a lot of guidance on how to ask better questions, which I think is also really, really useful for any leader out there on how to frame questions and ask better questions. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. It's Adam Grant, Think Again. And I hope you have a lovely day or evening wherever you are in the world. And yes, send some book recommendations my way. Thanks, everybody. Cheers. Bye-bye. Till next time.